But as I said, things have gotten more and more complicated as I've gotten further and further into the sport, and hopefully someday I'll figure out a way to simplify everything and just get back to enjoying it just for what it's worth. Let's go to let's go to not Mulberry Point. What am I trying to say? Sachem Head. Let's go up there first. Or do we want to go to... No, let's go out to Stony Creek.
Stony Creek. All right, ready.
Now, going along with trying to make things, or try to keep things as simple as possible, or at least try to stay away from complicating your cycling activity. Everybody, it seems, once they get into recording their activity by using a bike computer, especially a GPS enabled one, they all seem to start using Strava to keep track of all their activities. And Strava is built in such a way that it's a socialized way of biking, or comparing your activities with others as well as yourself. But one of the levels of complexity, and in my view, frustration with the cycling app Strava, is that if you just use the cycling app from Strava and load it on your phone and use that to record your activities, you'll soon find that Strava doesn't do a very good job of tracking how far you've gone, how long it took you to ride that distance, and therefore calculate your average speed. And the funny thing is, Strava knows this. Strava's known this for years. And Strava's been challenged and requested, cajoled, and begged by people who use Strava to fix this. But Strava, in their defense, has to work with what data is provided them from the GPS file, and that's uploaded to them. And there are times that your GPS data is going to be influenced by any number of things. Sometimes it's actually weather related. Sometimes it's because of tall trees or buildings. But the thing that becomes a little frustrating is that Strava will not modify their application to use and accept the data from sensors if you so choose to pair the Strava app, which you can do, with certain kinds of sensors. So you're left with data that's not quite representative of your actual effort. And that adds to the complexity of riding your bike. Because now, instead of just getting off the bike and saying, man, that was fun, and when are we going to do that again, you may very well be saying, oh crap, Last time I rode this segment of road, I did it in a minute. And I know I worked much harder this time. And now Strava says I did it in a minute and 5. So frustration leads to complexities that you really don't need on your cycling sport or the sport of cycling. Anyway, these are my observations. Riding 146, Route 146, on our way to Stony Creek. It's a beautiful autumn day. Saw some signs going through Guilford and then on 146 for Tour de Brantford, which obviously is a cycling event here in our local towns. And I haven't seen any real number of bikes out here on the tour, so I'm wondering if it's started yet, or whether or not the tour is obviously going to be originating from Brantford. That's the next town over. Whether or not it's even started yet. I'm sure we're going to see some people on our way back toward Brantford. I would think so anyway.